Make sure you go to ashkicking.com for pound the best home fragrance, health, and beauty products.
Exactly, we're the broke team. We're here to rock.
Broke team! Broke team!
BT.
Yeah. Shout out Dontaesboxingnation, baby.
Deontay Wilder. The crazy thing is, before we talk about Wilder versus Joshua, Virgil, if you think about it, Andre Ward, Floyd Mayweather, Deontay Wilder, they all have different personalities. They all have complete different personalities, what they've been through inside, out of the ring, right? But at the same time, they all are received the exact same way. You know, so when you say Ward is boring, even if that were the case, which we know it's not, but even if you want to use that excuse, okay, so what about Wilder? He's knocking guys out in the first round. Wilder is actually hated more than Andre Ward is, right? And then they talk about Floyd once again with the, the outside of the ring, his personality, him flashing money. But Ward is not flashing money. Ward is the complete opposite. So, like I said, it's about education and awareness, exposing it, because they're uncomfortable when people are exposing the double standards. And that's something, and Deontay Wilder, he's been real adamant talking about the double standards, which is really good. So him being a heavyweight champion, somebody on that stage exposing this stuff as well. So that just goes to show you that us putting this out there, the message is resonating, because now you got heavyweight champions talking about it, and this is what makes them uncomfortable. And that might even have something to do with Virgil. Now you got Danny Jacobs. HBO is all of a sudden they signed Danny Jacobs now. They signed a 3-fight deal with Andrade. So that's my take on it, Virgil. Right. But
and I have to commend Deontay. He is coming into his own as a man. Let's remember, I'm 64. Deontay's 32. So he's coming into his own as a man. We look at him as heavyweight champion. He's wealthy and he has a platform. But we forget sometimes that he's only 32 years old. So as he lives his life, particularly as an active boxer, he begins to not only see the disparities, but he begins to be able to follow the yellow brick road, so to speak, from where it all started to where it is, to where it possibly is going to end up. And that's not hard to figure out, because, there are fighters long before him that walked that same yellow brick road. You notice the media likes to talk a lot about our fighters who, after they finish fighting, they want to use them as an example of how they're revered. But the fact of the matter is that Ali was hated.
Yeah.
He's revered now. He's revered now. After he finished fighting, he's revered.
He was hated more than Floyd Mayweather. People don't realize that.
Exactly. But you still have some people who want to go into his personal life and things like that to try to contradict all the good things that he's done. When everybody has that closet, it's just that he's a public figure, so he doesn't have a lock and key he can put his closet under. We can go back to Joe Louis, from the government treatment to the articles that were written about him when he first lost to Max Smelling. We can go back to Jack Johnson, what he had to endure. We can just go back to Murderers Row, to the guys who never got an opportunity.
The Black Murderers Row.
Black Murderers Row. We can go back to that. And again, you got 3 different fighters, and Deontay, Floyd, and Andre. The thing about Andre is that he intimidates them from a positive perspective. It's not any threats. It's not any negative talk. It's just that they can't lead him where they want. They can't pull the wool over his eyes, so to speak, and lead him into saying what they want him to say. He's giving you an intelligent answer. He means what he says. Some guys he won't talk to at all, so they don't like that. They don't like that at all, because he won't speak with them. Well, if you speak ill of me and you don't even know me, if I have a situation and you ask me about the situation and I tell you, but then you go right back and you still stay stuck where you are, without ever investigating what I'm saying, without respecting what I said enough to say, well, maybe it's something else to this, then he doesn't have to speak with you again.
Yeah, and
you see, he doesn't have to. And he's already seen how the jacket that you put on him. So he's not going to go out of his way to try to take that jacket off and put the jacket on that you want him to have on. He's secure. He's confident. And he had a great career. You can't take that from him. And there's a lot of people who are upset that he dashed a lot of dreams and that he is able to walk away from the sport without them ever getting the satisfaction of seeing him get beat, no matter which way they want to put it. You know, the low blow thing is the most ridiculous thing in the world. It's so to show you how sick it really is. Here you have people sat right there and saw the ref tell you what was good and what wasn't, right there. And they still want to make something out of it. And they can't show one blow that went away from where Weeks said. See? So if I'm fighting with the intentions of breaking rules, well, sir, when you turned your back on me, legally I could have attacked you in that fight when he turned his back and Andre stopped.
Yeah, that's desperately.
See? And like, what's going on? Because he knows if I'd have jumped on him in that situation and have cracked him or something, it'd have never been no end to it.
Yeah.
See, I'm a dirty fighter in this. But they don't even understand this. If we were scandalous people, really scandalous, it would have been easy for me to get a doctor and have Andre complain about the rabbit punches that he was hit with in that fight, not calling it 11, right? And start saying he had headaches and things like that, and this was going on. The next thing you know, he's got a justified lawsuit.
Absolutely.
See, nobody's talking about that.